Okay, so today we are going to talk about los comparativos y los superlativos. And really, this should just be a review of what you learned in Spanish 3 about using comparisons and superlatives in a sentence. So you can go ahead and just fill these in to your note packet. They're right in your art vocabulary note packet. And obviously, if I just go too fast, you can just hit pause and then hit play again when you're ready to go. So, first of all, to talk about someone having the most or the least of a characteristic or quality, you're going to use the following formula. So, within each sentence, you're going to want to start with your definite article. So, that's going to be your el, la, los, or las, depending on your noun. And your noun is the person, place, or thing in the sentence that's being compared. So you'll start with your definite article, followed by your noun. And then if you want to say it is the most something, you will use más in your adjective. If you want to say it's the least something, you will use menos and then your adjective. So you may find that sometimes you have to kind of rearrange your sentence to make it make sense. So for example, if you want to say someone is the tallest, there's no such thing as the EST ending in Spanish. So instead, you're going to say the person most tall. So I know it sounds kind of funny in English, but sometimes you're going to have to rearrange your sentence in order for it to work. So the example we have here, dealing with our artwork, it says, ¿Vas a comprar la obra más reciente o la obra más caro? And this should actually be cara because it's obra. But all that means is, are you going to buy the artwork that's most recent or the artwork that's most expensive? So you can see definite article, noun, más, and then the adjective in the sentence. And you would do the same if it was the least of something. Okay, to talk about someone or something being the best, worst, the oldest, or the youngest, you're going to use a different formula, which is right below. So that formula is also going to start with your definite article, either el, la, los, or las. But then instead of being followed by the noun, you're going to use mejor for best or better, peor for worst, mayor for oldest, and menor for youngest. And the reason we have these es in parentheses is because if your noun that you're using is plural, then you have to make these words match. So the best students would be los mejores estudiantes. Okay, so after you choose one of these, again, it's best, worst, oldest, or youngest, you're going to use your noun. And then your day is going to be used to name the group to which the things are being compared. So for example, if I want to say they are the best students in the class, I would say los mejores estudiantes de la clase. Okay, so our example here, esta artista tiene las mejores obras de todos. So this artist has the best artwork of all. Okay, letter C, this might be sort of new to you guys. As a way to say that something is extremely good or bad or interesting is to add the ending isimo. And that also has to match. So it could be isimo, isima, isimos, or isimas to the adjective. So, por ejemplo, la pintura es bellísima. It is extremely beautiful. So instead of bella, we're adding bellísima. So notice that isima ending matches that of the noun pintura. And your second example, las acuarelas son feísimas. So the watercolors are extremely ugly. Okay, and lastly, letter D is to show that two things are sort of equal. So we have two different ways of doing that. You have tan como and you have tanto como. So tan como is going to be as something as, like Will runs as fast as Jameson. Tanto como is going to be as much or as many as. Okay, like Brittany makes as much money as Lauren. So tan is going to be used with adjectives and adverbs. So for example, las artes dramáticas son tan interesantes como las artes plásticas. So dramatic arts are as interesting as plastic arts. Or yo trabajo tan rápidamente como tú. So in this example, we're using an adverb. I work as quickly as you. Okay. Tanto is going to be used with nouns and verbs. So, por ejemplo, el artista tiene tantas obras como ella. So the artist has as many pieces of art as she does. And then trabajamos tanto como ustedes. So we work as much as you all. Okay, so I know in English sometimes we would say the artist has as many pieces of art as she does. But in Spanish, you notice that they just end with the subject. Okay, so at this point, if you have any questions, please let me know, but you should be able to complete the homework in the activity packet on comparisons and superlatives.